Oh my god. I feel like we're spiraling.
Hey. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Paradise Recap Show, our little slice of paradise, episode 18, Cuckolded by Strahd. You've been waiting for it. The moment is here.
It's here, finally.
You guys ready to get into this?
Hell yeah.
I'm so ready.
All right. Without further ado, this episode started with a fun prank that I encourage everyone to watch from the intro of this episode. So don't even watch this. Just go watch the episode.
Is that for 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this.
Well, no.
It's not that one.
This one, Kiana, you were not here for the last episode, and we never told you that Timothy died.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So just during the intro, you were like, and also Timothy died, and you were like, well, I can't, you know.
That was her.
It's one of the best parts of the campaign.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was rough, man.
Pulling
I did
that
not
prank
believe
on you
that.
because you were not prepared for that at all.
All right.
I wasn't.
Well, that's verified. Yeah, go watch the episode.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong fucking camera.
You.
Hey. So anyway, here's how it started. As the light drizzle of rain continues to pour, Andre and Steven watch as Timothy's body rolls in the mud ahead of them, dead. Andre quickly moved to subdue the druid on the ground as Steven yells out in terror, seeing his friend killed. Andre managed to protect the druid from Steven's rage-induced eldritch blast towards her.
He went, my boy, no! I blast the bitch.
I blast the bitch.
So I tied her up instead.
Oh, that's
For interrogation.
yeah.
The rest of the party emerged from the winery, now seeing what had happened as Lord Farquaad and Steven are, is it underlined? Are kneeling by their dead friend. Upon seeing this and rushing up as well, Irina quickly remembered that they had come into possession of a spell scroll, Revivify.
Yeah, hell yeah.
A spell that had the potential to bring someone back from death within seconds of their passing, though it was not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, this was when we had a discussion beforehand of do we want to have a little bit of a gamble when people die, or do we just?
And the
want
answer
it to
is
work?
yes.
The answer is yes.
Because, you know, dying's fun.
We are into that. And we
Irina.
want new characters.
As she began to recite the incantations inscribed on the scroll, the parchment began to illuminate. The light coalesced around the center of the scroll as the paper was turned to ash. Irina held this ball of divine energy in her hands and smacked it onto Timothy's fucking corpse!
Get dunked on.
Jesus.
Nah, she gently placed it into Timothy's chest. The energy...
Bitch.
The energy disappearing into him, which is okay. A moment of anxiety passed before Timothy awoke with a large breath, suddenly revived. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
How does it
Tim
feel?
causes a lot of anxiety.
He does.
I've
He
discovered.
does.
Yeah. How did it feel to be back from the dead?
It was
For
weird.
the first time.
For the spoilers.
Yeah.
But, well, actually, on that note, you think it gets easier. It actually gets worse every time.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But yeah, I mean, still getting through it emotionally, physically.
Mentally?
No, not
No.
very.
Okay.
Mentally, he checked
You're
out.
solid
Yeah.
mentally. Yeah.
9 intelligence.
You were
Yeah, where's the mentally?
you were freaking out the
Vibes.
whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
Oh my god.
And then Andre. I would have been super dead if it were for you, so thank you
Super
for
dead.
Yeah. Even more blights.
only keeping me on the first level of dead.
You got it, buddy. I'm always there for you for that.
You really are.
Anything else?
The group immediately celebrated. Stephen and Timothy shared a kiss. Stephen wept before moving his attention to the tied-up druid.
I mean, they did kiss. Yeah.
Okay. Irina and Timothy shared a hug.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So 1 minute my tongue is down Steven's throat, the other just, oh, hey, girl who saved me.
Yeah.
It's a side hug, a side Christian hug.
Christian
With a Bible in between us.
Yes. Make room for
Saved
God.
room for several Jesus.
Right. Absolutely.
Leave room for
The Don Daddy.
for all the different for the 3 different forms of Jesus.
Yes.
Timothy took this opportunity to confront his murderer, spending a minute detailing how she would cooperate and how she would pay for what she had done, invoking his ability to inspire fear into a person through his words of terror. Is that a spell?
That's spooked her.
So it's an ability from
Oh,
the
yeah.
College of Whispers subclass.
Words of anger. It's not it.
Words of anger.
Words of terror?
Words of terror.
I mean, it literally says that. I said that 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
that
it's-
was. That was
a lot of the College of Whispers abilities are kind of niche. So
And edgy.
So that was the first time he got to use it, where like
And the only time I've used it.
Yes.
That's true. I think for like an hour she became terrified of Timothy in particular, which is funny considering she killed him,
also
but then he
revived you, yeah.
rose from the dead.
Well, that's what's terrifying about it.
I know.
Play my Uno reverse card.
The Druid confessed that another gem was stolen from the Wizards of Wine's winery and taken to the home of the Druids, a place called Yesterhill, to be used to complete a ritual. Oh.
Yeah.
She stated that the ritual would create a monster to finally destroy the winery, as per orders of their Dark Lord, Strahd. Oh.
Orders.
It would be completed within the next day or two. The Druid confessed the plans to ruin the winery by poisoning the fermentation vats, which they had successfully done. You poisoned the
I
water!
was just about to say, Detective Andre was all over that. He knew when he stepped in.
Because she was telling this to you guys. Meanwhile, Andre had already gone inside to go investigate the
With
vats.
like a natural 20 investigation check.
After it's already given, comes out.
You
I was
He got to the bottom of it.
You did.
The Druid also made note that Lord Farquaad looked very similar to one who had recently been amongst the Druids, a woman who discovered many rituals.
The black-haired one, right?
Yes.
Stated that there was a halfling woman born from the earth that here lived. Take two. She stated that there was a halfling woman born from the earth here that lived with the Druids a few decades ago, and that Strahd had taken great interest in her. The halfling apparently helping to tighten Strahd's grip on the land, so to speak. She was referred to as the servant of Mother Night. Mother Night being a title for a goddess known as Shar.
Shar, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Having... Oh.
Oh no, what just happened? Oh no.
Having gotten all of the information they needed from her, Nereza killed the
Legend.
Druid. She didn't kill a child. Not this time.
Did I write that in?
Nereza killed... Oh, well, I'm just... Destroy the child.
Destroy the child.
Nereza killed the child.
Stop.
Sorry. Piercing the neck of the child. Threw it captive. Anyway, she did some with a child.
Anyway, there was something
Who can say
dead.
at this point, honestly?
We can all say nothing.
Okay.
She murdered a child.
If you say so, but I'm the captain, so. Finished with securing the winery from the Druids, the group headed back to the Mardukov family in the nearby woods. Davian Mardukov and his family were extremely grateful, as well they should be, for all these adventurers had done for them, and in doing so revealed a centuries-old secret to them. The Mardukov family confessed that they had been cursed long ago with a form of lycanthropy. That could all...
Former locomotive.
A lobotomy.
Hey. So basically, they could turn into were-ravens.
Yep.
So that's that.
Yeah. A very bizarre part of the campaign.
Yeah. They'd kept that a secret and used these powers to do what they can to thwart Strahd in any way possible. They've referred to themselves as the Keepers of the Feather, though our heroes immediately laughed at this name
As we do now.
and suggested they should be something much cooler, like the Conspiracy of Unkindness.
Which was way cooler.
It was. I
on.
legitimately thought to myself too, I'm like, maybe they'll take it. But they've called themselves a stupid name for centuries, apparently.
Stubborn.
Yeah.
So
It's
dumb.
Regardless.
hilarious.
Like,
that they
not a
introduced,
single one of them were like, hey guys, this is kind of lame.
we can't do anything
Yeah.
about it. But
The
Stupid.
Mardukov family promised to aid in whatever ways they could for the heroes as they continued their quest to slay Strahd. The Keepers had stayed in the shadows for centuries, knowing that they themselves were not strong enough to undo Strahd. So instead, they've been working the winery. How's that instead? They couldn't kill Strahd, so like, we'll just make wine.
well, read on.
I gotta read on.
listen. We can't kill him.
I get
we'll
too
just
excited.
Get fucking
Yeah.
drunk.
Because it does sound dumb.
Yeah.
What they end up doing instead.
They've been working through the winery in order to continue supplying the lifeblood of Barovia through the wine.
Yeah.
They had also noted that Babalai Saga was beginning to unravel their secrets, and the group may have also saved them from her as well.
So with the
Easy. Another day
I don't
for
think
us.
I don't think it ever really came up in the campaign to learn more about it. But the whole thing in Barovia is the fact that apparently the only thing giving anyone any form of happiness is the wine. So that's why like the winery is supposed to be a huge deal. But like
That's all they got left.
right, like So that's why when like it did come up, it sounds stupid.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, you've been here for centuries, and the only thing you can do is make wine, but you need gems to help you with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gems stolen.
And some
All
sort of
right.
wizard.
Centuries old. Yeah, there's no wizard.
Really thought there were fucking
False
wizards.
Where's the
advertising.
wizard?
I thought there was going to be one too. I was excited to be there.
This is a long script.
Yeah. You got this.
I'm about 1/15 of the way through. So.
Nice.
With the new information received, the winery secured, and the gem given back to the Marikov family, the group made a decision to go back towards Valakai to get Savid. Oh,
To get saved.
Amen.
to get Savid back home, as well as to hopefully meet the man mentioned in their prophecy, Aragal.
Yeah. A great guy.
They knew the greatest guy. They knew the ritual from the Druids of Yesterhill may spell doom soon, but asked the keepers to reach out to them if something was sighted coming towards the winery, since they could turn into ravens and travel quickly.
Yep.
It only seemed fair.
Naturally.
The journey back was found to be more quiet than usual, their path unhindered as they arrived back in Valakai. Irina spoke with Timothy regarding her concern for him, as she apparently had
She was
seen
concerned.
something dark briefly in
That's right.
Timothy.
Yeah.
She saw something in Bruin, and I was like, baby girl, don't listen about it.
Yeah, he was just like, I don't know what you're. No, nothing's been different.
I feel tip-top condition.
Yeah, everything's great.
Yep.
Feeling great. Sunshine and
Like, are
rainbows.
So you denied,
Yes.
but appreciated the concern.
Deny.
I mean, it was more irritating. Like, keep that to yourself.
Upon arriving,
Listen, bitch.
that aside, Savid took the group to a nearby hill encampment outside of Valakai. I got something in my throat. No, I don't.
And we're back.
I think I'm good. And we're back. Welcome back. This was the Vistani camp that he was a part of. Savid took them to see the leader of the Dusk Elves who lived amongst the Vistani, a Dusk Elf named Kazimir Velikov, a good man.
A good man, yeah.
Escorted into the hovel of Casimir, oh, this is my place. They found a Dusk Elf seated at a small table with long black hair and lacking his left ear.
Yeah.
Having looked to be cut off at some point.
Rip.
Rip.
You guys, every time it came up too, I was like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you.
so hurt. He kicked everyone out of the
Kept
hut.
making
Yeah, he
jokes
was
about
really
it.
hurt.
There was like only 2 people left in the hut after he kicked them
I
out.
just wanted to see the drawings you made. Fucking Van Gogh over
His
here.
crayons.
Conversing with Casimir, they had learned that the Dusk Elves are considered a rare race now ever since Strahd ordered for all of the female Dusk Elves to be killed long ago. We're very familiar with that, aren't we? Following a sin they committed against Strahd. Oh, that was at the end of that sentence. Yeah, so the Dusk Elves were killed by Strahd because they sinned against him, which, interesting.
Yeah.
What that sin was, it could have been looking at him wrong. Could have been not kneeling before his presence.
I think it was Patricia, right?
Well, it
his
was-
dick was small.
I don't know if I wrote it in there or not,
Right, 'cause
but
we
it
didn't know.
was basically that Casimir had a sister named Patrina.
Oh, that's right.
Who-
Patrina.
Patrina
Patricia.
No, that's close
was
enough.
becoming close to Strahd for some reason, and during apparently he actually did enjoy her presence, but then when Casimir and the Dusk Elf community found out about that, they were like, you can't do that because he's Strahd and he's evil, and so they killed her.
They stoned
And then
her.
Strahd was like, man, I actually kind of enjoyed that person. I'm
Right.
gonna kill every single woman who's ever lived with the Dusk Elves. And
the
that's
first woman that hadn't rejected him.
yeah, she
Past, like,
actually
2
was begging.
centuries.
Yeah, she was begging for him instead.
And the townspeople stone her to death.
And that's why he's a cuck.
That was where the name of the episode came from.
Yeah.
Was when I was talking about that apparently he genocided them, their women and children. He was Colton. You were the one. He's like, he's a cuck. He's been cuckolded by Strahd.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it
So-
all came together.
Yes.
The grand plan.
Yeah.
Of course, the genocider, a traitorous Dusk Elf named Rahadin,
Yeah.
slaughtered all the people and cut off Casimir's ear so that he would always wear a mark of sin.
Yeah.
This is where the episode title came from.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, all these people had been cuckolded by Strahd, as you said. Casimir began to relay that he had been receiving dreams from his sister, not of his sister, okay, but from his sister, and that he needed to do something for her, not to her, but for her, but could not do it himself. That's interesting. You wrote all that in there. Interesting. He mentioned that at the southernmost mountain of Barovia, called Mount Gakis, is a temple of amber that his dreams have shown him. Within, he believes the secret to killing Strahd resides, as well as something he must achieve for his sister. He volunteered himself and his magical prowess to go along with the group to this temple, as they realized that the temple is likely the I can't. I need a reset.
Nope, you're good.
The temple is from the vision from Madame Eva, the fucking vision of amber.
Yep.
That's all it is. That's all I'm trying to say.
You said it really well.
You did great. You did great.
Job.
My nose itches, like the inside of my nose. So I'm like trying to itch it without looking like I'm,
Picking
crying.
your nose.
yeah. So
Crying would be good.
I'm
Yeah,
also,
that's fair.
crying, just on the edge of crying. That's how I keep the tension in the reading.
No, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
itchy.
Learning so much about him.
Having come to an agreement to travel together, the group heads up the hill to speak to the leader of the Vistani, Erigol. Oh, he was a leader. Okay. They find that a familiar young man is bound and being whipped. It is Alexi, the same man who had a confrontation with Stephen back in Oakle, after some tents were set on fire in haste.
Yeah.
Whipping him was a large man with a tall but live figure besides him. The large man was named Luvash, and noted that Alexi was the one who apparently lost his daughter in recent days, which has inspired this punishment. It was inspiring.
It was inspiring. Yeah.
God.
Stephen consistently was like, I would like to whip
He
him
was
as
so
well.
happy.
He's
He
like,
was so
I do
excited.
it too.
It's just so funny that you guys got to the tent and seeing Alexi tied up and being whipped. Stephen's like, this is the greatest day of my life.
I didn't even realize that was Alexi.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
I
was
thought
the
it was
same
just
guy.
a boy.
It was the same guy who Stephen had a grudge against.
Yeah.
And like you guys had a fight early on in the campaign over like the potential of losing the connection with the Vistani because of that interaction.
Well, Stephen approached the Vistani very early in the campaign and approached Alexi and was like, well, looking for Luvash, where's Luvash? And it being 3 a.m, he said, fuck off, talk to me tomorrow. And then he set his tent on fire.
Yeah,
Immediately
he
after.
just immediately
That was
set
the-
everything
that was the
on
progression
fire.
right there.
Yeah. It's Alexi's fault.
Yeah. One sentence in, he said firebolt.
Jesus. Luvash immediately began to assess the group. I'm having
It's okay. We
Problems.
just had chilies.
a series of minor strokes.
This is what happens with chilies. It's fine.
As long as you don't die.
Yeah.
So he assessed us with arrogance and caution, but as soon as the mention of a prophecy from Madame Eva came up, he became annoyed. He introduced himself as Erigol, and though he did... Oh, that wasn't Luvash.
No, it wasn't.
I was assuming because I was trying to piece together. So anyway, Erigol did not desire to be a part of the adventuring group, but he respects the prophecies of Madame Eva and will do what is needed. So we got him.
Yep.
Now, with yet another member added to their troop, they began to make
More
plans
members.
to
9
leave the following
people.
morning. As they walked back to Casimir's hovel, a messenger arrived with a letter from the group. Reading it,
Oh, that's right.
it was an invitation to come to the Castle Ravenloft to have dinner with Strahd.
And what a great invitation that was.
An invitation that caught the group off guard. It doesn't sound like it. As they now had to decide if they would go or not. They drafted a letter to respond to Strahd, asking what day specifically this dinner would take place, and headed into Alakai to find a way to mail it.
Yeah. That was the end of the session.
I remember that.
ending on
It
those
took us-
exciting
It took
cliffhangers.
us like 20
Yeah.
minutes to draft the letter.
Yeah.
yeah, has to be
Well-
right.
Yeah, no, there's a
Well-
lot of manipulation going.
Yeah.
Beginning of next session, you guys still fleshed it out.
Oh, yeah.
Very important.
It's very important.
Very important letter. So anyways, that's
Yes.
it. That's the end of that one.
That's our slice.
Did you guys enjoy that one?
Paradise.
I
Really
I
well.
love that episode.
Yes.
It's
Really
hilarious.
Okay.
And I love you.
Well, I hope.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed
Say
it.
it back.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it as well.
Say it back.
I care for you.
Close enough. I'll take it.
I care for you.
I'll take it.
So thank you,
He's a hard shell.
guys.
Crack open to the
You made it through another one. The next one's 19, and you know it's gonna be a good one. So stick around.
Good.